I want a very quick concept here. This is very much linked to meditation. It's linked to healing. It's linked to a brain that cannot switch off. It's linked to a mind that's really frustrated with the current situation that you find yourself in. And the mind that is generating lots of problems and cannot find solutions needs help from outside. So it needs help from other people or a bigger aspect of yourself. For some of them, it might be prayer. That's a big way of actually connecting into that bigger sense of self. It can be different forms of meditation, however it gets you there. And the concept here is surrender is the ultimate form of control. What does that mean? So when people are meditating, what they can find is their nervous system gets a bit stressed because they're going into a space that they feel unsafe in. And controlling allows you to know what's happening, control the space around you, control how you feel ultimately, and control that sense of safety within. So if you think about control, if you imagine two circles, so one circle, another circle, and they're interlinked a little bit, and one of the circles represents active control. So it's you actually doing stuff to make things controllable in your life. And the other circle though is passive. So there's active and passive. So surrender is the ultimate form of control, because when you're just focusing on the active part of control, you're focusing on just one half of what control actually can represent. The other side of it is surrender and letting go. So when you're able to be really good at letting go, which is a muscle that needs to be trained for a lot of people, when you're good at letting go, it means that you're able to control what you can control, and you can let go and let things be when you can't control certain things. So you actually have a sense of control over the letting go process as well. You can let things go. Whereas a mind that can't let go is in a lot of stress, a lot of turmoil, because can only live in one side of the circle. Yet life is actually both circles is the polarity. That's what that is. So surrender is the ultimate form of control. If you find letting go difficult to do, definitely do things to help you train how to let go. Because ultimately life is teaching us how to do it all the time. Loss is a massive form of learning in this world. And it can be loss of a dream, not just loss of people or loss of a job, that sort of stuff. It's loss of how I feel things should be in my life and how things should go. Things should be this way, things should work that way. Yet it's good that we all don't think the same, because it's important to have diversity of thought. Otherwise the world will be quite a boring place and not as effective as what it is. And ultimately this world is about growth, and the people that don't think the way that we do, they're helping us grow, as annoying as that can be. So, so learning how to go into your triggers, especially when they're related to having to let something go. So when you let something go, you're actually allowing something greater and something more expansive to come into your reality and help grow you and expand you. And that's where meditation is of extreme benefit to people in healing experiences in particular, and a mind that is just wrestling with the same problem all the time and it can't figure out the answer. You need support from another person if that's the case, or support from a more expansive version of yourself, like a cosmic expansion of yourself, a more eternal version of yourself. And in Qigong, that's called the Jing state. It's where the mind goes into a very, very still and peaceful state. And there's a feeling of no constriction, just like you're connected to everything. So there's a part that then can allow information from a more cosmic, higher view of your life to come in and just start popping answers for you. You just get the answer, and some solutions might come in dreams, might come in just walking around, having a shower, whatever it is. But you start getting answers from a bigger version of yourself. I hope that makes sense.